Good Monday morning, my peeps. It's Adrienne Talks. And today I want to talk about doing things and then stopping doing them. Because as a coach and as I've been coached, I realize a ton of what we do in the very back of our heads, unknowingly, is a little bit of self sabotage. What do I mean by that? Some things are working and we're doing great. And we either forget to do it or we think, oh my gosh, we're doing so great. We don't need to do that anymore. Right. And so we stop doing things. And I really took a look at my business and got back to what made me successful in the beginning, which was connection. And I know over the last few years with COVID and everything, it's been a little different in the direct sales world. It looks a lot different. And many people had to go online, of course, because for a year we weren't really able to do a whole lot. And a lot of people were online since then, right? For the last few years, we've just been continuing that practice because we got so used to it. But I'm noticing that as time goes on, less people are online the amount of hours they used to be. And people are craving that in person connection that we had before all of this. Um, the reason I wanted to talk about this though was because I'm the same. I've been doing the majority of my parties online for 3 years. And I've been doing great and I love it. Don't get me wrong. I did realize my business had changed though in the last, little bit. So I made a challenge to myself in January and I challenged my team to have 4 in-home parties. So of course I work very different. I always have like a lot of parties in one week because then I'm in party mode, right? So I booked 4 parties in one week. And oh my gosh, what a week it was. I had so much fun seeing people in person, sharing recipes, ideas. Many at the parties wrote me after saying how much fun they had just getting together and enjoyed it so much. And I think we've all been missing that, right? This like getting together again. And I know I've been doing it over the years too, having some, but it's just been so interesting to see how excited people are. I even had a couple of hosts join because they said it was so much fun and they loved getting together. So I've been noticing in my coaching that there's a lot of people out there like, I'm an introvert, I like it online, and all these other things to keep us at ease behind a computer. And I get it. I totally understand, especially because so many people did join the industry during COVID that that's what we've gotten used to. But I want to challenge you guys to get back out there, whether you're direct sales or an entrepreneur of your own, go make those connections again, whether it's at events or having something in your office or, like I said, in home parties. People want to be with other people. As a species, that's what we're meant to be in, right? We're meant to be in a group. We're a social and emotional animal. So we're meant to be part of a tribe. That is what we are meant for. And in the caveman days, we needed this to be accepted, right? And to stay safe. So I know you're probably like, but we don't need to stay safe now, right? Like we have all these other things. And I totally get that. But belonging to a group and feeling identified with that group is super important for our identity and a sense of self. And in fact, like a group identity can actually buffer like us when we feel like we're wronged or something happened, we recover more quickly having people around us and belonging to a group. They also give you like a lot of support, right? When you're hanging out with people, they truly understand you and you feel supported and validated. Um, and like you find purpose. So a lot of times in your tribe, like if you look at your people, I'm your friends, family, whatever, they have common goals, right? And so when you're pursuing what you want, they're pursuing what they are, and you're surrounded by people doing the same. So of course you help each other grow. Um, so when we got back together, like I was watching, all these different parties with these different, let's say tribes, right? These different groups of people. And it was so fun to see how like them coming together really got them excited about life. And they were talking about things and supporting each other. But then also new people are in there, right? New people are meeting each other and becoming part of that group. And so it was an amazing feeling. I didn't realize how much I missed that. Playing games, laughing, having fun. It's what our industry is all about, direct sales, right? And when you get back to that, it's amazing how many people really enjoy themselves. So I'm challenging you, whether you joined during COVID or you've never had an in-home party or you're still having them, make sure that you book them because I quit booking them. I mean, I still book them sometimes, but like having them all in 1 week and just going out and having fun, it was so great to watch the faces of everybody at these events. And I'm still going to have online parties. Don't worry. I'm never going to stop that because it's another way to reach people outside of my state, right? And there's a lot of people who don't get together all the time, or they're immunocompromised, or it's snowing, there's sickness, right? There's so many reasons that there's benefits to online and Zoom parties. So I'm not taking away from that at all. Please don't think that I am. But I had to get back to my why. My original why when I started doing this was I wanted to stay home with the kids during the day and get out of the house at night and have something that was my own, right? So I could meet new people. And I kind of forgot that, right? Like I got online and I was like, okay, this is great, doing it this way. But when I got back out, I was like, oh, this is what I love. I love seeing people and sharing ideas, and even just outside of, what we're talking about, all the things that I learned and took away from this weekend, or this whole week of parties, was so fun. Just like little tips and tricks, right? Life tricks. Like I said, you need a tribe to help you through stuff. So it was so fun. And so if your business isn't working, or all of a sudden it's not working, I'm going to challenge you to go back to 6 months or 2 years ago or whatever was working and think about it. Because, like I said, that self sabotage comes in so quickly. We don't even realize that. We had something that was working. We quit doing it because we're like, oh, we're doing great. We don't need to do that. And I mean, this happens all the time. I have to catch myself. I work with people I coach with. It is unbelievable how quickly we drop something that's working because we're being successful, instead of realizing that because we do that thing, that's why we're successful. So just go back to when things were working. What was working for you? And for me, it was in-home parties have always worked better than anything I've done for sales, for sponsoring, which is obviously team growth, and getting back to them this month and doing them the way I used to, right? Like back to back and getting that excitement and meeting people. It's been so much fun. And I was like, oh, this is exactly what I love about this business. So I'm going to challenge you to look at when your business was at its high, right? Like when you were doing what like you were at the top of your game, right? Since you started, what were you doing? What was working? What was making you successful? Because I've just had a lot of people saying this month that they're not where they want to be. And so I'm going to challenge you. Have an in-home party. Just plan one. Really. I mean, I really challenge you to do four because it was so fun. But if not, at least do one. It really helped me to bring back what I love, what I enjoy, and what was so fun about this job and why I do it. So I would love for you to come to the group, share if you're accepting my challenge, but also share what's working for you, because really, you guys, this whole group is because we are all direct sales or entrepreneurs, and we are trying to grow our business. And you might be doing something that's going to totally inspire someone else, and vice versa, right? That's the best part, is when you can share. You show up, you go up, right? I've always said that, because if you show up and you share what's working, other people share what's working, you are all going to move forward, right? Together, we can all move forward. So I hope that you guys will come and share one thing that's working for you. And if you're accepting my challenge, or if you already have, share what's working for you. So until next week, you guys, when Adrienne talks, realize the power is within you. Hey, listeners, this is a new year and it's time for you to invest in you. That's right. We are going to take your thoughts and change your actions so your dreams become your reality by working together. Go to yoadriennecoaches.com and we're going to turn 2024 into the best year yet.